Hello everybody. How are we all doing? I'm Loomis. It is Minecraft Monday and we are... No, sorry, it is Minecraft Wednesday. And we are about to join Narellon already in stream. Hello?
Hello.
Hello! How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Excellent. When I saw that, I thought I'll quieten enough a little bit and see when you might. Yeah.
Yeah. Did a little bit of my spiel while I was... before I joined the voice chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you on your way back to Kazumbi?
I am. Yeah. I've done me a bit of a recce. Now I've got some ideas. I can think. I can plan. I can start to come up with a design. Some concrete info to work on.
Sure, it was nice out.
Where are you?
Also in Kazumbi.
Nice.
Taking a stroll out of the map house.
Ah. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
This isn't the map house. This is the station.
Bump. So they're taking a stroll out of the map house. They started in
True.
there.
We
Right.
never go in here, do we? The waiting room. I mean, why would you, of course?
Yeah. I was sitting here just now. I was waiting for you.
Oh, thank you.
I take a walk over here and see how you were doing.
Ah, fine, thank you. I'm back in safety.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hmm?
Phasing through reality a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, Raki, back now for whatever shenanigans we might have planned.
Yeah. I was wondering, we talked last time, I think, about having a little ride out. I don't know if you're excited to be starting your new project.
I need time. I
You
need
got,
time to muse upon it and plan.
yeah, you gotta let the idea brew.
That's yeah. Gotta let the cogs turn. Oh, I don't know if you watched the VOD at all from last week after you left.
I mean, A, I did, and B, I already referenced it earlier tonight.
You did. That's true.
Stop,
Yeah.
stop, stop fishing for compliments or acknowledgement or whatever it is.
I just wondered if you had any thoughts on a certain development that was unlikely.
Uh,
And if you hadn't seen it, I was gonna show it to you such that you would see it.
yeah, let me head over to the keep. You know, if you wanted more tamed cats, you could have just asked me to acquire more. It is something I find to be very little of a chore.
It just struck me as a thing to do in that moment, so I acted thereupon.
Okay.
Certainly going shy of taters, aren't we?
Yeah.
We've only got 32 roastators in the
Oh,
food chest.
yeah, then we definitely want to do a few more of those before we head out.
Mm.
Yeah.
We got 45 rotators in the stores, so let's get them.
Hmm.
Who are you? Oh, it's a shepherd. Like, who the devil are you? We got a master map
Aw.
maker and a novice armorer in here.
Who's a beautiful kitty? You're a beautiful kitty. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm gonna call you Jess.
I was thinking the exact same thing. How could I not?
Yeah.
Is the factory slash storehouse the biggest building we've got?
I think so.
Yeah. Because you got 2 floors and a big footprint, and
Yeah. It keeps taller, but I don't know that this is as stocky.
that's what I'm thinking. Like it's because it's it's a big cube, essentially the cube.
Yeah.
But is it as big as the factory slash storehouse?
Hmm.
Chickens everywhere. Full of cats. I didn't sign up for this.
Do you not remember adopting all of these cats?
This has gone too far.
Sunset already.
Yeah. Yes. So we'll get some things together, get some supplies,
Yeah.
and we'll plan where we're gonna go.
Sounds good. I'll head down to the guest room.
Trying to buy a dog and 3 cats.
Illumus of fail says ZZZ.
Team.
I always like this painting of the karate guy fighting God.
Yeah. On a snowy landscape with pine trees in the background.
Yeah. A true masterpiece.
To me, it looks like the epitome of versus Colossus.
Yeah.
My favourite moment from Soul Calibur 2's whatever we're talking about. We were talking about the other day, weren't we? With Azimuth. And
Yeah.
still can't remember what it was called.
3? It's like the story of souls or something. Swords and souls.
Yeah, that seems legit.
Yeah.
And one of the enemies you can randomly encounter. I think it's random, right?
I'm not
Or
sure,
rather,
to be honest.
it might be a scripted encounter, but you're certainly not forewarned as to what you're about
Yeah.
to face.
Yeah, I
It's
think
not
it's
like
a script. It's a script encounter, but it's not like a plot encounter.
yeah, it's like you fight the Colossus, but it's not like you must hunt down the Colossus.
Yeah, I think every
It's
character
like
just has a point where they randomly bump into the Colossus.
it's just imagine, gentle viewer, like a sidearm fighting game, and then you fight in a Colossus. The only thing of which you can see is their feet. Very often, a giant fist just plunges down from the top of the screen, just crushes you. If you don't avoid it, it just kills you outright. It's fantastic. I've got my bow, armor, axe, pickaxe, all in good nick. 46 torches, a bed, shield. I've only got 42 roastators. And I've only got a single stack of arrows, though we could take a little more if we need to.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, I like to travel light. Because as Miki said, what if you die? Like somewhere forlorn and you lose all your tat.
But then if you've got proper gear with you, you're less likely to die.
True. Yeah, that's I think the distinction. Like I always want to have the best, you know, the best gear for the situation, but just not be overburdened with it. Maybe I just have like mind scars from like things like, you know, you die on an expedition and somebody's you try and pick up the person's stuff and they're like, and then you're like, why do you have all these flowers? Ah, I never got around to putting them back. You're like, why? Or you know, not to name names, but a certain person I used to play Elder Scrolls Online with, he kept constantly lamenting that he were out of inventory space, and I was like, okay, so we kept having to go back to town for him to sell stuff, or he'd start just like chucking things away, like just discarding like really valuable equipment because I've got no space, and you know it's worth, you know, a couple of whatever the currency before Tiber Septim took over was less than another thing, so you know I've got to throw it away.
Yeah.
He stressed me out somewhat fierce. And he kept spending, even though we were supposed to be saving up for a house together, yes, really. He kept spending all his money on expanding his inventory, which in universe is buying bigger bags, basically.
Yeah.
And he kept spending all his money on that, and still, every time, you know, we'd not be far out of town on a mission or on exploring or whatever. Oh, we'd have to go back again and again and again, so he could sell some things. And then one day after this has been going on for a long time. He said, "No, hold on. Do we need volcanic ash?" And you know, we were in Black Marsh, which has no volcanoes. We'd come a month or two earlier from Morrowind, the land of ash and fire. I was like, why? Why are you still carrying volcanic ash, which the game lists as trash, and explicitly exists to make you a few gold when you flog it? He's like, well, you know, I thought it might be worth keeping it around. What? And it turned out his inventory was full with tat from the beginning of the game. He just never cleared any of it. I was like, think about all the times you've been to town, why didn't you just sell it? He said, well, you know, I just didn't really get around to it. I was very restrained in my response. So I've got a full stack of taters now, which do us a bit better. I still feel like we should have more food than a stack each.
Yeah. I put a couple of taters into the
No, this is an incinerator, not an oven.
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Quick,
No!
Kevin,
No!
get him out. So let's armor up.
Actually,
I've got my shield. I've got a stack of taters. What food have you got on you?
I've got half a stack.
Okay, we've got 51 in here, so yeah, you'll want them.
Yeah.
Well, we've got some oddments like cookies and stuff. I think we're better. Oh, I want a full stack of torches. Actually, let's round that up.
Yeah.
Take some candles. Some lanterns. I shall take with me. Do we have any?
Find a weaponsmith. I'm gonna get myself a sword.
Got a bucket of water. I've got a stack of arrows, but I could do with more. I've got 2 stacks of arrows. Got my shield, got a bed. Maybe we could do with one of us carrying a compass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a crafting table. Crafts table as it is for me. I think we could just take a chest or 2 each.
Okay. So
Like one of us could carry 4. I think would make sense. So I can load them up if you want.
Sure. I also have a
Nope.
craft table, so I'll put mine back.
Ah, cool.
Picked up a cartography table, some empty maps, and some paper.
Good thinking. Would 2 chests suffice, or should I take 3? Because that's as much wood as I've got. 2 should do, right? Because it's just
yeah, we can...
if we get stuck, we can throw them down.
Yeah, I mean, it's made out of wood. It's not exactly a rare resource. We will probably be able to find some while we're out there.
Yeah, that's true. I think a stone shovel, because it's good to have a shovel of some kind. Got a crafting table, got a couple of chests.
Yeah.
Got plenty of arrows, properly armed and armoured. Just food, I think I could do with more. I'd rather have another stack of taters, but that's not possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take what's there.
Mm-hmm.
Just 51 roast taters. You've got, see, a cartography table with blank maps, blank paper. Oh. There's an unemployed villager here, and I'm fairly sure he's just got stuck.
Yeah.
Like, he keeps trying to walk the same route and just getting stuck all the while. But yeah, so what was your malfunction, as it were?
Oh, just trying to find a leveled up weaponsmith. I've only found a novice.
Ah.
But he sells an enchanted iron sword, so I'm just gonna slap an ending on that, and that'll do.
Yeah.
Hey, Lady Meow. Want us to start somewhere? Yeah, we'll get him leveled up.
Hey, Lady Meow.
It just doesn't solve my immediate problem of needing a powerful enchanted blade.
We've got bows, though, right? They're the real weapon.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll be doing all. If we get into any real fights, I'm sure we'll be doing it with bows.
Night is falling once more. Set out in the morning if we've not got any other goods we need to require. That'll take time.
Yeah. Not unless you want to cook some taters.
That's true. That would have been a good thing to do. I mean, I've got like nearly 2 stacks of taters.
Okay.
We can always forage if need to be, can't we?
Yeah.
We've got bows after all.
Okay. I filled my inventory with junk food.
Neuralon says ZZZ.
Like some volcanic ash, some
Yeah.
imp powder or whatever it was. Like leather scraps. Why are you carrying this?
Powdered imp.
Yeah. I just imagine it like in this scenario, these 2 adventurers, they're like, oh man, we're trying to get something, and one of them's just rooting through their backpack and just pulls out like the pile of volcanic ash. He's like, no, just chucks it on the floor, like, powdered imp? Like, what? No! Oh, never mind then. It's a bone from a dog? And he's like, where did you even get that? It's like, we were attacked by one once, don't even worry about it. And there's like this piles, just like random tat. Like a bag of sand? What? A hen's egg? How long have you had that?
Not long enough for it to hatch.
Yeah. Onimusha too.
There's a thing
Was
in
that my
Earthbound
favorite
as
thing?
well.
Is it?
Yeah. You can buy chicken eggs, and if you keep them in your inventory long enough, eventually you start to hear constant chirping wherever you go. And if you go back into your inventory, the egg's turned into a chicken.
That's fantastic.
Okay, I guess I'm ready.
Cool. Do you want to join me in the map house? We'll plan where we're going next, and if we need to take any
Yes.
maps.
Where
Where
is
we're
it in
going,
its
we don't need
pockets?
maps. Yeah, exactly, Lady Meow. Why did this person who we both know have an inventory full of absolute tat like that? Like, I know me and him were just marauding around and not saving the world, but nominally we were supposed to be saving the world. Like, obviously, we were just like marauding around, fighting creatures, rescuing people, and saving up to buy a house. But we were supposed to be saving Tamriel from the plane meld and the ravenous clutches of Morlag Ball. But unfortunately, the quest to save the world was instanced, and we couldn't do it together, so we decided not to. I don't know if it still is, but I assume it is. It's to stop the question of how can we all be the chosen one?
Fair enough. Also, yeah.
Can you imagine? Just like you arrived to this quest to fight this like monstrous creature, this Daedric prince from his own realm, from trying to forcibly merge the material world with his realm to make you all of creation his slaves forever. And you're like, I am the chosen one, and there's like 3 dozen people in the room with you. Like, no, I'm the chosen one. No, I am. But, huh. Did the prophet tell you as well? So we can't all be the chosen one. Actually, to be fair, in Elder Scrolls Online, you're not the chosen one. You didn't get killed properly by Morlag Ball, and therefore he's got no hold over you anymore. But, like, theoretically, there could be tons of you,
Yeah.
and you come back from the dead, which is a nice little explanation for it, it being multiplayer, because you can't quite die, because you're sort of half dead. So there's nowhere for you, like, your soul to go. So you just kind of respawn. Like, it's a weak explanation, but I think it sort of works for an Elder Scrolls kind of universe. Oh, look at that. That's how Buffy ended. Yeah, it is actually. Do you want to open fire or shall I?
Yeah, I got it.
Ah, thank you. Good mad.
Engage your community.
No.
No.
But
Also,
engage your community as in like engage in battle or
perhaps so.
no.
So yeah, how are you doing, Lady Meow? How's your day been? I kind of want to fill in this patch here. It's bothering me.
Wait, let me see where your head's aimed. This kind of patch, just north of the mountains, east of the Illage Tower, west of the Ominous Manor.
Yeah, we didn't really explore it because it's forest and it's a pain with horses. But we could walk out there and fill that all in.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
And then from there, if we wanted, we could turn south and have the map down to the floor, in order to continue our trend of only going up and down and never to the side.
We have just done like a straight strip, haven't
we? Yeah. To be fair, it's we live just south of this huge bay. I mean, you follow the rivers when you follow the water when you explore. We've been up and down the coastline.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd totally be down for that.
Okay.
In which case, I guess if we're going on foot, Oh, I mean, to be fair, it don't matter whether we're going on foot or mounted. Either way, we take the railway line to Tyson's Marker. And go southeast from there.
Yeah.
It's probably the easiest.
Yeah, makes sense. Trick is to get out of bed within 15 minutes for your alarm going off. Nice. Is to eat something salty without really drinking anything before bed, so when you wake up you're dying for a drink and have to get up. I feel like I'd just end up getting up in the middle of the night, to be honest.
Yeah. I couldn't remember the meme thing about can you teach this magic? Can you teach it or whatever it is? I was gonna say that about getting up within 15 minutes of your alarm going off, because that's a hard ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we going on foot or do you want to ride out that way? So we do either through the tunnels. I know going through mounted through the woods is very difficult though.
Yeah, I think we're best off going on foot. Like the reason we didn't really do that earlier is because it's difficult mounted.
Yeah,
like you can tell from the shape of where we've explored. We've been anywhere that you can ride to or sail to, but nowhere that you have to walk.
Yeah, we've tried to avoid that, haven't we? I forgot the Flames of Fail had been destroyed.
Yeah. Didn't get around to decorating this one, but we'll do it at some point.
Yeah. Recreating the Black Shield was a necessity for me. It's got no enchantments, but it has got me heraldry on it. Got priorities.
My trick for surviving in the morning is that I have a drink and a banana on my bedside table. So I just have to stagger myself into an upright position and I can eat and drink something before I have to get up. Gives me time to undizzy myself.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
And I catch up on memes while I'm doing so.
Nice. I do that. I've seen it in different contexts that I wouldn't repeat here. But I like the one where it's the wizard peering at that orb, and the meme is based on some variation on he won't stop pondering his orb. And I don't know why. There's various contexts of like things happening, but this dude's just sat there staring at this orb.
Yeah.
And I think it's just the phrasing of pondering his orb as well. Oh, did you bring a map, by the way?
Did you not bring a map?
No, I forgot. Did you also forget?
Yes, I did also forget.
Would you bring me one as well? I'll head on down to Tyson's marker and wait for it.
Yeah.
I also want to know where the picture, the drawing or painting or whatever it is they use for the pondering the orb comes from.
Yeah.
It's gotta be D&D, right? It's gotta be a page out of one of the innumerable D&D handbooks, players' guides, setting, locale, etc.
That sounds likely.
Yeah, it's got that vibe. Like it looks like someone historical's idea of a cool fantasy wizard looking at a magic orb.
Yeah. Cereal for tea, the finest of foods. I regret every meal I've ever eaten that wasn't cereal.
Fair enough. I wonder who thought of like making cereal as a food. We're gonna dry some wheat in a shape. Or process some wheat, put it in a shape and dry it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know why Kellogg invented cornflakes.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I don't think he invented the concept of cereal, did he?
Probably not. feel like cereals have existed in some form or another for a very long time.
Yeah.
I mean, putting them in a bowl with milk is perhaps more recent. Maybe Kellogg came up with that.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, it's probably a better breakfast than, you know, like sausages, eggs, bacon, and so forth.
Yeah.
Although, of course, I also understand that that's popularity in the UK is partly comes from industrial workers, where you need to get as much like calories and protein as you can before you spend, you know, 12 to 18 hours doing physically very demanding work.
Yeah.
You may or may not have a break for food in that time.
Yeah.
You may have to just simply eat it on the job. And my old godfather always said that damn pit always says, actually, you know, still here, always says that the only sandwich filling you could really have down pit were dripping, which sounds awful. Because jam would melt, you know, would liquefy. Cheese would both melt and possibly go off. Meat would spoil, like invariably, or whatever meat you had, it would spoil. So you had to have dripping. That sounds just deeply unpleasant. Dripping being basically processed animal fat, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not brawn, which is something, but still vile. Brawn being, I think, brains, they're processed in a certain way.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but yeah, because obviously, that pit, very hot, because you're underground.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah. Yuck.
Not nice. Not nice at all. Nighttime out here.
It's okay, I'll just take the overnight train.
Oh, then I need to get somewhere safe so I can sleep on account of all the monsters that are waiting for us outside
Oh,
the station.
Loomis of fail says ZZZ.
Yes, really.
Neuralon says ZZZ.
I'm sure you'll have secured the area by the time I arrive.
The sun will do that for me, I think.
Truth, Lady Mia. But we were happy in those days.
They were a better time. Yeah, it's funny. Everything about my... Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I used to think it was, you know, like a hard job. But we went to a mining museum once and we got further, just like talked me through a lot of details. And I'm like, yeah, that was horrendous, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But there were always details I knew and that only later perhaps understood. Like, my granddad did all in under solid, as the term is. Which is where you, like, carve out an 18-inch high shelf, I guess. A little passage under the coal. And of course, to do it properly, you have to lie down because it's so narrow.
Yeah.
And you do it narrow so that you're, you know, spending less effort digging it out. And, you know, then you put in little props called sprags. Hence the northern expression to sprag yourself, to mean to brace yourself. And then you knock out said props, and obviously you've undermined it so the whole chunk of coal collapses in one go and breaks itself on the floor. Then you shovel it out and chuck it. It's actually a very efficient way of mining coal. But also means that you are lying on your belly, more or less, in a pickaxe while lying down. In 18 inches of space, you know, what's that, 45 centimeters for you metric types. Under solid rock.
Yeah.
And there's like a not a zero chance that will collapse on you before you have a chance to sprag it and get out of there. As indeed happened to me, Grandad.
Yeah.
Never did quite recover from that. Like, he recovered in health, but he kept having nightmares about it.
Yeah, I can imagine that one would.
Yeah, the whole, being buried alive thing probably isn't ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. And, like, I didn't know, the big father told me, that they used to have bags of gypsum. You know, the powdered mineral, or the mineral in powdered form. And just wang them in the air. You'd cut open a bag of gypsum, pour some on your shovel, and throw it in the air. So that the air was full of... I mean, it's already full of coal dust, but then be full of gypsum dust. Because gypsum smothers fires.
Ah.
And fires in a coal mine are, an absolute disaster.
Do I change train at Vault Zero?
No, you keep going. Keep
Okay.
going. It's the first station after Vault Zero on that line. My godfather said the gypsum was unpleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that breathing in powdered stone is less than ideal.
Yeah.
On the plus side, a particular hit near where you live, where my godfather worked, he said that you could see fossils in the walls. It's pretty cool.
Huh. Yeah.
And while they were working, they were just like, as you were carving out your tunnels, there were just like fossils in the walls. And well, basically, because coal is, of course, fossilized trees. In that particular part, it was full of, the obvious like leaf imprints and stuff.
Yeah.
Which must have been really cool.
Yeah.
But perhaps doesn't make up for the rest.
I feel like you'd have to be really into fossils.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
Just for be like, oh yeah, look at these are nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lady Meow was exactly right there.
Yeah, true.
Because like, as I would say, coal is fossilized trees. You are mining coal, smashing it up into bits and transporting it to the surface for it to be burned in fires. Alas, it doesn't matter whether it's got leaf imprints or not.
Yeah.
And any other fossil, that's just getting choked or destroyed into.
Yeah, I suppose so.
The fella I know who, he were a miner, but he did a lot of that where they were like finishing off pits. When a pit were going to be closed, and they were just trying to get as much coal out as possible before they shut it.
Yeah.
He were involved in doing that, including near us. They did some open casting, and he were involved in that as well. Where you just dig from the surface downwards in a big old pit.
Yeah.
To try and get what was ever left. And he was telling me, this ages ago, about the stuff he found because that pit had been open since the 19th century.
Yeah.
While they were like finishing off, like if it was finding like buckets and tools and like kids' shoes and stuff. It's just and he tried to preserve them, but he said once they're exposed to the air, they just disintegrated.
Yeah.
Or rather, he tried also to preserve them, but he said once you brought them out of the pit, they just turned to powder in your hands. He tried preserving them in water and all sorts.
Almost sounds like some, cursed land. Once they left the pit, they just disintegrated. They can only exist down there now.
Yeah. They are born from it, made by it. So essentially what we're saying is that they are coal-based doppelgangers of real people.
Yes.
And, like that really, really sad Voyager episode. And then when they get away from all that masses of coal, they just blow away on the wind, as though they've been Thanos.
Ah!
I just timed that carefully so I didn't shoot you. Thank you. So we're heading for that mass, aren't we?
Where's the
20
flag here?
there. It's on the tower, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's over here.
Ah, yeah. Ooh. Does this place have a name?
Tyson's marker.
I mean,
Actually, I don't know what you call the fort. I know you said you built it while looking longingly out to sea, waiting for me to turn up.
Yeah.
But I mean, the station's just named after the local landmark. The tower doesn't have to be, of course.
Yeah, it's Tyson's Marker Station.
Yeah. Never remember where the gate is here. Lady Meow says that she's now that the train ride is over. Gonna watch a film, watching a Marvel a week. Gonna take about 6 months. I'm on Thor this week. See, that's cool. I love Thor. Thor's one of my favorite MCU films.
Yeah.
There's a lot going. I mean, I know Thor's character. I mean, there's character development. Right, obviously, that's the thing. I know there's some tweaks about Thor they did, I think, better in later films, including not having him dye his eyebrows because it makes him look weird.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth doesn't need to dye his eyebrows. You don't notice that they're not as blonde as his hair. But it makes him look odd when they did that for Thor. But otherwise, I think a very good film. I really like Thor.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best Marvel films.
I think Kenneth Branagh.
Which, you know, is not a high bar to reach, but.
There we go. There we go. Mark Ford. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenneth Branagh directs, the great Shakespearean actor. Very, very good actor, by the way. He directed it, and I think he had a really good vision of Asgard. I mean, obviously they're like creative types, but I think the way he directs and everything works really well.
Yeah.
The best direction we're going. We want to be finding a space to bed up soon too.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for the luck, Lady Meow, and I hope you enjoy the film. Justin Hammer is Marvel's version of Umbridge. Oh, the guy from Iron Man?
Iron Man 2?
Yes. I can kind of see that.
Who's Umbridge?
She's from Harry Potter.
Oh.
The like inspector that gets sent to the school. In one of the later books.
Ah, Dolores.
Yes.
Now I remember. It's been many moons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as terrible as Red Skull or Thanos with their genocidal power chips. In reality, so much more hateful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that actor, really could have swapped roles with Elon Musk in that film, and it would have been more accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's such a shame that Elon Musk's in that film. Like, only briefly, but still.
When is he in that film?
When Tony Stark, he has his party, and there's various celebs there playing themselves. And obviously Stanley, I think, is there. Elon Musk's one of them, and Tony Stark's like, yeah, we'll get on your idea of an electric plane, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then he just kind of looked really awkward and weird. So normal.
Yeah. I must concede my opinion. The film just dropped sharply.
I mean, it is Iron Man 2, though. So, did you have a high opinion to start with?
Yeah.
I actually quite like Iron Man 2. It's one of those films that I don't like think of it and go like, oh yeah, it's a great Marvel film, I must rewatch that. But every time I watch it, I enjoy it.
I really liked all three of the Iron Man films. I think they're probably the three best Marvel films to me.
Oh, nice. I actually do like it. It's like Incredible Hulk as well. I don't necessarily think of that and go, oh yeah, that's a film I'm definitely going to watch and enjoy. But I do enjoy it every
Yeah,
time. I watch
nobody does.
it. You know, I've still never watched Hulk with directed by Ang Lee, starring Eric Bana as Bruce Banner. But yeah, cause I rewatched them all with my mum and dad once. We went through them all like a film at a time. And yeah, I really enjoyed the Hulk in the second watch through, even though at the time I was like, I guess we'll have to watch Hulk.
Yeah. I don't remember it being as bad as people make it out to be.
It's not bad in any way. It's got some weird elements, but it's actually a good
Yeah.
film. I think it just suffers in comparison a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, coming after Iron Man before Thor.
I mean, I do think like the villainous plot is pretty stupid. Like, it really doesn't make much sense. Like,
Yeah.
they decide to give the guy a lesser version of the Hulk stuff so that he has some of the benefits without the massive side effects. And he does a fairly good job of standing up to the Hulk. Very, very impressive in that state. But he ends up blowing it due to the fact that he's got some of the side effects.
Yeah.
So they decide that the best way to deal with this is to give him a full dose.
Well, they don't give him a full dose. He does that to himself.
They amp up his dose, right?
Yeah, they increase his dose, believing that will like counter effect the fact that he got smashed into literal. Well, his bones got smashed into literal pieces. But then he gives himself the full dose because he's like, I want more of it. And the guy's like, you've already got some, clearly. And he's like, yes, give more, please.
Maybe I'm misremembering then. I remembered it that they like start increasing his dose to make him as strong as the Hulk, when actually he's better off fighting the Hulk in a lesser dose that doesn't make him stupid.
Yeah, it's not quite. It's the Lady Meow's good, isn't it? He
Yeah.
kind of makes them. Yeah, he's got this addiction thing going on. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
He fights the Hulk as he is, and he's much cleverer, but obviously nowhere near as strong.
Yeah.
So Hulk like splats him against a wall, and there's this whole thing of being like, yeah, all his bones are broken. But then they all heal like really quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, he is like on picking traction and everything. Like he has got metal rods everywhere, but nonetheless he does recover really quickly. And they're like, oh, okay, maybe this doesn't really work now. And he's like, nah, I just need some more of it, and I'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense, because the reason he lost to the Hulk is because he stood there and gave the Hulk a free shot while bragging about how immortal he was, because of the serum's effects on your mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, more doesn't really help with that. In fact, it actively unhelps with that.
That's true.
Oh!
Did you fall down a chasm?
I fell off a mountain. It's much the same thing.
Yeah. Just a difference of elevation, I suppose. But yeah, then at the end of the film, he insists that he like tracks down the guy who's still meant to be like Brainiac or whatever he's called. Not Brainiac, into a DC character.
Yeah. The Abomination.
No, he is the Abomination, isn't he? The guy with the big head.
Oh. The guy who... I don't know.
He's not got a big head in the film, but had there been an Incredible Hulk 2, he would have been the villain.
Okay.
At the end of the film, he gets a big head.
Right.
I'm not even kidding, he's got a big head, that's his power. Like, I know it's because he's got a giant brain or something, but still, come on, man.
Yeah.
He's like the Skaven special character thing for Blood Bowl, who just had one giant hand. Yeah, so he goes to the guy who's like been working on it, and he makes him give him a full dose, which, given the stuff he's already had, transforms him
Yeah.
into the Abomination.
Like,
He's like, I want.
I could have sworn I remember the general telling him to do that. The general's like, no more mistakes this time. This time you get the full dose.
I don't remember. I mean, Lady May, I've seen him more recently. I
Yeah.
don't remember it being that way. I remember him kind of, because he like roughs up the guy and he's like, "Give it to me now."
Hmm.
And the guy's like, "No," and he's
Okay.
like, "Give, please." And he's like, "Okay, seeing as you asked, nicely." No, he's not actually. The guy's doing the science thing, so he's quite willing to do it if he gets to see what happens, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I must not be remembering it very well. Although it might be in character for the general that he'd sort of suggest to Abomination that he go and rough up the guy to satisfy his addiction, so that it would happen without it being his fault.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine General Ross doing that.
Yeah.
The ethical General Ross. And also, I know you were saying the thing didn't really make sense, but the US Armed Forces are involved.
Well, yeah. That's
Like,
true.
somebody can make a stupid in-universe decision that's not like a bad writing, right?
Yeah.
So long as I think that's the difference. I think people miss sometimes. Like, so by that I mean like writers as well as fans and stuff. Like having a character make a stupid decision isn't an excuse if just like that's totally what they do. But if it actually is something that they do, in their context, it's the kind of decision they'd make.
Yeah.
Then I think you can understand a stupid decision.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Not a million miles away, so.
Yeah, come and take a peek.
Oh, by the way, the other week, on a number of occasions, we've talked about they hate the fans kind of arguments.
Yeah.
Would you like the latest company that hates the fans?
Go on.
Red Hook Studios,
Yeah.
makers of Darkest Dungeon. Yeah.
People
They
like-
could have made a good game in Darkest Dungeon 2, but they hate the fans and deliberately didn't do what the fans want.
Hmm.
So they spoiled it, Because they don't, they're greedy for your money, but they're also going to do things that, make them less money because of how greedy they are, you understand?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's wrong with Darkest Dungeon 2, but apparently it's not what this particular guy wanted, and therefore it means that they hate the fans.
It's not Darkest Dungeon 1.
It's true. That's what it needs to be. I'm at the foot of a huge cliff with much coal.
Okay. I think you're probably on the other side of the structure that I'm looking at.
Let me just mine some of this coal. Where are you? I'll help. I can totally imagine General Ross being like, yeah, clearly the problem here was that you didn't rough up the guy with the big head and get a full dose. But I guess there's nothing we can do about that now.
Hmm.
It's not like, you have his address that's on this piece of paper.
I feel like it might have been something like that. Like, General Ross sent him there to get the power upgrade, and then the guy was like, but no, that's ridiculous, it's incredibly dangerous, and it'll kill you for, like, no gain. And then the guy is like, but give it to me anyway!
And I'd believe it. He certainly does do this will probably kill you for no gain, but also science.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what I'm... Yeah, he gets knocked on the floor. Hey, I see you. Oh yeah, we're sleeping. Well, let me skip down at the top of this mountain.
Illumus of fail says ZZZ.
Yeah, and the guy at the end gets knocked on the floor, and the Banner's attempted super soldier serum leaks on his head, and his head gets big. I mean, you don't quite see his head get big, but his head looks all distorted.
Which is sort of not ludicrous when you know about, in the regular Marvel universe, the Grey Hulk.
So I remember that dimly, but I'm kind of... Hold on, I'm still... Leroy Jenkins! There we go.
But yeah, that's not a thing that exists in the MCU, so...
Why have you got an arrow in your head? Like square in the forehead.
Wow. I was fighting a skeleton.
It's a good shot.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I just
Yeah.
stepped up here and I looked at this and I was like, wow, it's like a natural theatre. Don't you think? This little
really
rounded off
nice.
area.
Yeah.
Was it Theatre dell'Arte? Is theatre in the round?
Yes, that's right.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? You can imagine like people sitting on these tiered things, like very like a natural amphitheatre.
Yeah.
I can also imagine, does that mean that the wealthy people would watch from that little island up there?
The floating
people-
one. I can only
Yeah.
assume so.
And the ordinary folk would be sat on the stairs,
Yeah.
as it were. Yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Lovely.
Yeah. Just wanted to show you that before I ruin it by putting torches in this little dark area, because, you know, monsters there.
Yeah, be monsters. Thank you for showing it me.
Oh, also, bottomless pit over here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Also, much cool.
Ladders! Should have packed ladders.
Oh, yeah.
Knew we'd want them if we didn't have them, and here we are, and we don't have them, and we want them.
Good old Sam. Also, Bilbo. Is it like with his handkerchief thing? Is it just a Hobbit thing of never quite having the thing that you think you're most going to need?
Maybe.
Well, in
Maybe it's
Bilbo's
just-
case, he just pretty much just runs out in his shirt sleeves, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I probably should have like brought anything."
Yeah,
Why didn't you bring the walking stick?
I think so. I think it's maybe a Hobbit thing of always wanting more things than they have, or that the list of things that they would want to take with them on a journey is ludicrously oversized for any journey, and therefore there will always be
Yes.
something left behind.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh yeah, there is a bottomless pit. Nice. I remember we were talking the other week, or the month, whenever it was, about Angron off of the Horus Heresy and 40k in general.
Yeah.
And how he did the whole being a gladiator since a babby thing. You know, that sours his view of humanity somewhat.
Yeah.
It's established that on that planet that he's on, which I can never remember what it's called, because for a long time GW wouldn't name it. It was just unknown. It was just listed as unknown, which was weird.
Oh,
It's
bees.
explained in Universe Y as well now. Sorry, go on.
Bees.
Bees? Where?
Yeah. It's a bee nest here. And well, it must be a naturally occurring one.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, and on the planet that Angron landed on, the rich people are known as high riders because they watch the gladiatorial games from floating platforms
Yeah.
with their bodyguards. So after his horrendous, like all his friends dying, while he himself has been teleported aboard the Emperor's ship, Angron just regards the Emperor as a different kind of high rider.
Yeah.
Like immediately, he's like, oh, okay, so he's like a tyrannical aristocrat like everybody else,
Yeah.
and like all these space marines are just his bodyguards, like the high riders have bodyguards. This makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Angron's all death to tyrants.
Yeah. Good man.
Exactly.
A crown! A crown for everybody!
Oh, this has got some of the best lines. Right?
Yeah.
Everyone a king! Smash all thrones! Is there a way down here? No. There is coal. But I don't want to just let Leroy J. Oh, there's so much coal. I can't ignore it even though I can't get out. I'll be trapped by my own greed.
Looking at that bottomless pit and thinking about jumping.
It's actually just a hole in the ground. I did think about that. But there's it's like a not quite a bottomless pit. Just another section that's just full of coal, but I can't find a way out. Oh wait, no, there is a way out. I found one. It's fine. There wasn't a way out when I jumped down here to get all this coal. You have to understand there's a lot of coal.
All of Rome is talking about your barefaced greed.
Oh man, I hadn't thought about that for a long time.
I think that's when you, as a low-ranking official in a minor colony, choose to pay yourself Caesar's salary.
I love that. Sure, I'll pay myself the same as the Emperor. This is fine. There's also a thing that anger on with his hatred of the wealthy. There's also a bit in one of the Horus Heresy novels where he's talking with some of the other, before the heresy.
Whoa,
and he's
whoa,
talking with some of the...
Hey, get over here.
Alright, I see you. I'm coming. I'm a distance away, but I am coming.
Okay.
Um,
Make haste, sir.
I'm running as fast as I can. So fast, in fact, that I nearly fell down that pit.
Feel free to continue your story as you travel.
Thank you. Yeah, so Angron's like talking to some of the other Primarchs, and then weirds them all out by suddenly talking in a different voice. Like he says, like he's really kind of high pitched, and they're all freaked out until they realise he's doing an impression. Because he's talking away about, you know, here's the fact that he's on the he's on the list for like worst lives, right, out of all the Primarchs.
Yeah.
And he's talking about it, and then he's suddenly out of nowhere goes, "Bleed for me, Angron. Won't you bleed for me today?" And they're all like, "Wait, what?" But they say it's both like really kind of a posh voice, and also way higher than his normal, constant, agonized growl.
Yeah.
And then they slowly twig, like, "Oh right, he's doing an impression." Because it's the things that the High Riders used to kind of float above him and say.
Whoop! Wow. If you put a torch on a gravel wall, interesting things happen.
Oh.
Such as the whole wall falling down.
Oh, like you have a hold under solid, like we've done about earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the sunlight kind of helped me. The sunlight kind of helped me resolve the immediate situation, but it would still be good for you to take a look at this, I think.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Rip sheep.
Ah.
I just heard him. I was like, oh man, I looked up and it was just a wolf just mauling a sheep. Nature's way, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm now on your location, but I don't know exactly where you are.
Okay, I'll head back to the entrance. Exeunt pursued by skeleton.
So much coal in these mountains. I must extract it. I'm sensing your key. Hey, skeletons, the night is falling.
I think you may have passed me. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Whoop.
Oh, you made it. Oh!
Yeah.
Loot!
Oh, another copy of 13.
So much loot. Also, there's a sheep in here.
Oh, a copy of Cat.
Cat again, and 13 once more. It's night time, by the way.
Okay.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna sleep outside.
Coward. Not sleeping here with the zombie spawner.
I don't think of me as a ranger who's not comfortable in houses and cities of stone. That's a lot of loot.
So yeah, I
Also-
stepped up here, and a wave of zombies came out. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
no wonder you were like, "Come here, please."
Yeah. But then, fortunately, the sun was in the right position to hit that little crack in the wall.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh. Our loaf of bread. Well, we were worrying about food, weren't we?
Yeah. My
What's-
my inventory is full.
Ah!
Huh?
I accidentally triggered a gravel fall.
Okay, yeah, this area is lethal for that.
Your inventory's full. I mean, you got rid of that ash.
The gunpowder? I actually do have some gravel I picked up by accident that I could probably get rid of.
There you go. I've picked up all the records.
Cool.
Got the gunpowder.
Yeah. Wondering what stuff we can if we can consolidate anything. I have rotten flesh, redstone, and bones, and string.
I have none of those things, alas. I got gunpowder, cobblestone, much coal, some iron, 2 chests.
Golden apple. Yeah, take some of these arrows I brought for you.
Thank you.
Because you never bring enough, and I worry about you.
Thank you. Should I take these chests or no?
I don't see why not.
Wait.
In fact, actually, yeah. Could you pop down the crafting table?
Sure.
Thank you.
Alright. A banner. You played too much on. You're constantly doling out anvils. That's awesome coal. Oh, that waterfall just flowing down the side of the...
Yeah, it's very nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what lured me up here in the first place.
Thank you, cool.
Okay. Put this on the map. If we ever need a zombie spawner, now we know where we can find one.
Nice. An XP farm.
Yeah. And it's ethically okay because zombies aren't alive and there's no known way to return a zombie to life. Therefore, there's no tragedy in their demise.
Exactly. Hello.
There's a llama, there's a llama, and another little llama.
That was a great, aren't they? Camelids in general. There's a bit of a movement to get in the next update. Well, when they're going to update the swamp, but you know they're updating a lot of the biomes. I should preface that by saying.
Yeah.
But when it comes to swamps, there's people are saying that they should add capybaras.
Yeah.
which I would like it very much if they did. That would make sense.
Hmm.
The people have already modded capybaras. It's not like it's an impossible thing to put capybaras in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Whereas, some things like birds or whatever would be difficult to put in, I guess.
Yeah.
I know there's bats in caverns, but they're kind of self-contained.
Yeah. I still think you could recycle the code to get us like proto birds without too
Yeah.
much effort. I guess maybe we're at the point where if people got like proto birds, they'd be like, "Why are you making stuff that's clearly below your normal quality?"
Yeah, that's true. They're like, why do you hate the fans?
Yeah.
Are you so greedy for money? This is a nice area.
Hmm.
Open kind of
Really?
plains between different groups of mountains. That's lovely.
Yeah.
An alpine valley, I suppose.
Yeah.
Ooh, coal. I think when I used to gather coal obsessively all the time, it was because of its value to sell. Now we really think of it as a way of leveling up people, and with the emeralds as being a pleasing side effect.
Yeah. Oh.
Also, apparently, GW's gone woke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couple of tallies. First of all, there are more female models than there used to be.
Which is.
Which is
Hmm.
sure a sign as any of going woke, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you've got the Sisters of Battle. Do you need any other female models in the entirety of GW's range for the different systems?
Yeah, I mean, sure, like lore-wise, there's entire regiments of female Imperial Guard, but like, I think we were all quite happy to only have male models in the entire army.
Exactly. And like, why are you getting female models? Like, where are my Valhallan / Talan / whichever regiment it is that you particularly like? Although these Sisters of Battle, by the way, just to drop my sarcastic tone for a moment, they've just had a big update and they look really good.
Yeah.
They're really good models instead of those really, really, really dated 90s ones with like the weirdly disproportionate hands and heads. Which I know GW models have anyway, because of that heroic scale that they use.
Yeah.
But just really like jarringly so. Yeah, models look great. I must say. Like to the people in power armor, it's not sexualized or anything, but it still looks cool. Like feminine without being like sexualized, which would have been it would have been a low hanging fruit, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
To be like appeal to gamers TM by making them sexy, but they haven't done. I don't like that. As far as I can tell, they've all got options for helmeted heads.
Ah.
Yes, please. They've mostly done that with Space Marines now as well. But you still can't get a librarian in a helmet. I don't like that.
Everybody knows that Space Marine sergeants never wear helmets so they can smell the enemy coming.
That's true. Where am I? I'm there. So which way is up? That way. But yeah, so first of all, more female models. Like, for like Age of Sigmar, they're doing, female models now. Some of the characters are female. Some of the warriors are female. Ow.
I guess so. A dangerous move to make.
Exactly. Go woke, go broke, as they say. The other is that recent statement condemning Nazis. Like, if that's not wokery, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Like, just because there was a Nazi at an event, you know, does that really mean they should be putting out blanket statements about Nazis? Like, I've been in this hobby since 1995 and I've barely ever encountered a Nazi. So what, are we all Nazis now? Is that what they're saying by condemning Nazis? Outrageous, hate the fans. Just after money.
I can't believe that Games Workshop would say that everybody that goes to one of their tournaments is a Nazi.
I know, it's outrageous. Like, where do they know? How dare they? Just because they hate their fans and love money. And yes, I'm memeing, but these are things that people have actually said.
There's a pink sheep here. I didn't realize you could get pink sheep in the wild.
I didn't think you could either. Are you sure you didn't just happen this way once before and die in for lulz?
Fairly sure. I mean, the main reason we came out here was because we've never been here before. Unless this guy escaped from Chasmby and has made it a really long way.
Maybe tomorrow. I'm still dead.
Hold up.
Oh, a bee nest.
There are quite a few of them over here then.
Oh, nice.
Ah!
Suppose there's enough trees that it's a thing that occurs.
Yeah. Ah. Baby cow.
Ah.
We've almost fully explored this map. And we haven't even fully explored Chasmby Shire, so...
There are no lands left to conquer. Time to die of typhoid, I guess. I would read Alexander Great 32.
Yeah? I'm not
They
sure.
are older than him, which is interesting.
Hmm.
And also, it's the ultimate. At 32, Alexander the Great ruled the known world. What have you done?
Well, I haven't died of typhoid, so I guess I've got that going for me.
That's true. I feel like that's a big advantage.
Yeah.
Like, haven't died of typhoid, you know?
I count it as one of my finest accomplishments.
But if the Tories keep up with the water and sewage policies, you know, we've got a chance.
Yeah, it's still time.
Well, I guess you didn't. You know, you've outlived Alexander before you've been affected by typhoid, so
Yeah.
that's an achievement in and of itself. A lot of wolves around here. Which is good, but also rip sheep.
Yeah. I guess there's still a few spiders of unresolved map on the southern edge. Still, we've cleared up a lot here. Hmm? Ah,
I also threw some snowballs at you, but you didn't notice.
okay. That's what that noise was.
Yeah. I managed to proper dome you with them as well. Alright, so yeah. All we've got really is that little bit on the very south, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're not a million miles away from Vault Zero.
You wanting to head back, or should we keep going?
Oh, I don't mind. I mean, I might need to take a quick break, though. Just 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
return for the last hour.
Alright, I'll do the same then.
Oh, thank you. And then, what I was thinking is if your inventory were full, we could always invite to Vault Zero.
Uh,
If you wanted to. Or we can
Yeah.
press either south or southeast, as you wish. Because my inventory's pretty full.
Could maybe drop stuff off at the fort and then turn south from there.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Hmm.
Yeah. Alright, I will
Okay.
return shortly.
Yeah, back in 5. You return.
I found out a compelling argument to be anti-vax the other day. One that I'd never even considered, but having heard it has changed my perception of reality itself.
Yeah.
So, think carefully. You're somewhat of a man of science, aren't you? By interest, at least. So consider this. The vaccine contains, obviously, viral sequences, and it contains, the messenger RNA ones at least, contain, as it suggests, RNA from viruses.
Hmm.
Oh, crap, that is very dark. So, what if that on some level affects our DNA, and therefore, when we die, we are no longer recognized as human for the purposes of reincarnation?
I recognized by who?
You know, the universe, I guess.
Hmm.
You know, whoever handles the whole, the whole thing.
Okay. There's a few assumptions there.
Well, I don't need any more of your science regarding reincarnation. Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's accept the reincarnation thing as a given for now. How is this different to any of the other the massive amounts of bacteria that we encounter on a daily basis, many of which are symbiotic with us?
It's not a vaccine, you see.
So,
But we head into
Alan,
Market 4, by the way.
yeah. Let's go drop some stuff off, and then we'll turn south. So, RNA is only a danger to the reincarnation process if it's part of a deceased virus?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I loved it because it's. And the thing is, like, if that someone had posted that, I'd probably assume it were a joke.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a joke, and there were a lot of people that liking it and replying to it and stuff, going on about like, well, yeah, this is so true. Why aren't people talking about this? And that. It's like I said, there's a lot of assumptions there.
Yeah.
I also saw someone retweet it with the thing of, it's so sad that vaccines have ended up nerfing God. You're no longer able to reincarnate you.
Yeah.
Also, you say, well, like, what is this reincarnation about? Is it like a Buddhist thing? Is it, or is it just some vague sense that maybe people reincarnate after death?
Hmm.
Because the different rules apply, right? 'Cause, Buddhism's not the only one either. There's a number of religions that have reincarnation, like Jainism. It's Hinduism? It might come like.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess we need to know more about the mechanics of reincarnation.
After doing an experiment,
like
we
it,
need some volunteers.
kind of makes it sound like a not very smart AI is running the whole thing.
It does. I can't recognize you as human because you had a vaccine.
I mean, it raises further questions as well because it's reincarnating our souls, I guess, but it recognizes us by our DNA. Is DNA present in the soul? What happens in the case of, as causes so many problems in DNA-related discussions, identical twins? Do they only have one? Are we now agreeing that they only have one soul between them? Because I've often thought it was so.
I mean, actually, in the case of an identical twin, I believe one of them is the real person and the other is a doppelganger.
Yeah.
I heard it on a talk radio program in GTA 5. If you're out in the countryside part of the map, not the city, you can get a local radio station. And that's one of the things that one of the people on it talks about.
Okay.
I can't remember what he says. Bearing in mind that it's hillbilly country, it's probably from the government, but I can't swear to that.
Yeah.
There's the photo now.
Chest
But yeah,
on the
it's just
floor.
great because there's a lot of questions there.
The fort has a furnace but no chests.
Fortunately, I have some chests with me. Like, you had chests
Oh,
before,
wait,
right?
wait,
'Cause
wait.
you piled a lot of stuff up here
Wait, the chests are
until
outside, okay.
until the railway reached it. Maybe the chest should be inside. I'll
Yeah.
avoid in the future. There's two beds, one of which is red, which I assume is therefore mine.
Yeah.
Let me deploy. How many chests are we deploying?
I don't know, probably, I guess 2 side by side. I'll bring the things in from the other chest, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, let me...
'Cause I've got 4 chests with me, and there's only 2 out here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Just a load of maps to buried treasure in a boat.
Yep.
I'm not forgetting enough inventory space, but yeah, that's fine. And I'll scoop up that chest from outside and replace my store of chests. I have enough inventory space to just scoop all that up.
Cool.
It's so much fun about doing that. Just knocking a chest down and piling everything in, scooping everything up. There you go. I also tagged that bed just in case we die out here. I know it'll only last until we go to sleep tonight, but still.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alas,
Where are we?
alas for the cry of the ghouls. Never again shall I know peace under beech or under elm.
Are they berries?
Yes. Yeah, I did some foraging.
Ah, nice. Is that the way south we're heading up into the mountains and
Yeah.
beyond.
Yeah, we'll head south and make a lazy turn east. Get those two maps at least a little bit started. I can go up on the board then.
What is this?
Sand.
Why is it here? It's just a block of sand there for no reason, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh. Weird. There it is.
Destroy them.
Before it's too late.
Destroy them before they destroy us.
Thinking that earlier on about the GW putting out the statement condemning people for real world hate and pointing out that it's supposed to, 40k is supposed to be like satire, and you shouldn't be looking at the Imperium as the good guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's berries everywhere. We're surrounded. The lady who's professional, I think she's a professional miniature painter and streamer.
Hmm.
Who was talking about how good that was. There is no place for hate in the hobby, and now her personal campaign is against gatekeeping and sexism in the hobby. So,
Yeah.
because she's going to have experienced a lot of both, hasn't she?
Yeah.
And somebody said, "Just curious, but why do you hate the Nazis? Have they done anything to you personally, or are you just jumping on the bandwagon? In which case, is your hatred for them not just as bad as their hatred for others?"
Wow.
Let's just say that person was Twitter's main character for the day, as they call it. Your goal every day is to not be Twitter's main character for the day. That fella, however, nice you went over the forest. He was definitely the main character for the day.
Yeah.
Like, apparently you need a reason to hate, like Nazis have to have hurt you personally, I guess, for you to dislike them. Because, that's something to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not because, they're Nazis. Ah, you went the easy route, I see.
I guess so. You've gone down into the forest.
I was climbing the mountains,
Okay.
and then I looked down and saw you on the plain. Well, slightly lower part of the mountains.
Yeah, sort of hopping around the edge.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I just like being up high.
That's fair.
Ooh,
I'm not
coal.
really-
Better bed down for the night, and then in the morning I'll get this coal before we carry on.
Neuralon says ZZZ.
Not really a height person myself.
No, you're not here. I love them. Love being up high. The further you can see, the better for me. Open country, high up.
Yeah.
Feels safe to me.
I'm more about plunging to new depths.
I was musing. Like, we were talking about the state of the Imperium, the GW statement about the Imperium not being something that you should be emulating.
Yeah.
And now it's that. And I thought struck me because obviously, Space Marines are cool. And there's something cool about a lot of the Imperial stuff, and that.
Yeah.
Like the way the Starship Troopers is cool and fun, right?
Yeah.
Ah, that's like a machine gun. You know, and I think it's okay. Like, people have gone overboard and been like, GW is saying that you're a Nazi if you enjoy it. But they're not. They're saying, you know, you can enjoy it, just don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But then I was also thinking about how, you know, like in the Imperium, corpse starch is a thing. Like, that's a routine foodstuff in the Imperium.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally like recycled dead bodies.
Hmm.
That is like genuinely just a thing that they use for food. Like, how are people not realizing this isn't meant to be a good system?
Yeah. It's a secret 666. Hi, how are you doing? When is Wednesday? Today is Wednesday. It is Minecraft Wednesday today, all day.
Sure.
By all day, I mean for like 12 hours while we stream.
Yes.
Hi, how are you doing?
Oh,
So,
a natural
yeah,
platform over there. That's pretty cool.
So yeah, the Imperium has important lessons for us to learn about, you know, green lifestyles. Recycle everything, including people.
It was like I'd never really thought. You know, I'd always just taken it as, you know, just like horrible excess, right? Like, just to show you how grimdark it all is. Like, they even eat people. But I'm like, yeah, it's clearly just like a critique on how ridiculous that kind of system would be.
Yeah.
That they even eat, you know, they recycle people. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. I had a pretty good day. Had a full day at work, but I was working at one of my favorite libraries. So it was pretty nice. It's well, okay, it may technically be Friday and or Saturday in some jurisdictions, but you know, Minecraft Friday doesn't alliterate, so it really doesn't work in the same way that Minecraft Wednesday does. Yeah, is that mostly Hive Worlds, where they grind
Yes.
people up for food? That makes sense.
Yeah. And there's even like a faction in Necromunda, for the people whose job it is to do that, who have
Yeah.
since kind of cracked up
Hmm.
from that being your job, and have ended up basically turning into a chaos cult.
Seems legit.
Yeah, like, that's
It's-
definitely
it's-
like a thing that would happen in the 40k universe.
Yeah, that's probably what I'd do.
Yeah. I can't remember what their whole deal is. I think they're trying to like turn everybody into food. That might make sense.
Yeah.
I've become convinced that that's what life is supposed to be about.
They gotta kill more people so that there's more food.
Yeah. Yeah, like clearly that's not like an aspirational system, is it?
No.
And like the GW does some stuff like the Regimental Standard, which is meant to be an Imperial Guard newspaper, and that's so obviously just like taking the mick out of everything.
Yeah.
Like about, you know, you can get promoted, like you can get recognised for doing certain things well by being sent to the front lines and thus earning glory for the Emperor. Like the greatest reward anyone can be offered. Ow. I fell off a big height. And even stuff like taking the mick out of their own models.
Yeah.
Like there's one of the posts in the Regimental Standard is about one of the new Sisters of Battle units, like a exosuit kind of thing. In which like your torso and legs are inside the machine, but the arms are kind of, I mean, not exposed. They're still wearing power armor.
Yeah.
But the arms are like kind of holding controls that, and you know what you do with your arms mimics what the suit mimics what you do with your arms. But people kind of sorry.
Is it not
Sorry,
that
go
different from an Imperial Guard Sentinel?
The argument is that the Sentinel is better because your arms aren't exposed.
Okay, keep your arms inside the vehicle at all times.
Yeah, and because the weapons are mounted to the vehicle, you can't accidentally drop them.
Hmm.
And if it's an armored Sentinel, you're completely covered. So
Uh-huh.
it's thus, no Imperial Guardsman should ever feel that you don't have, the best equipment in the Imperium, because you do. And stuff
Yeah.
like that. These are criticisms that people have made of those Sisters of Battle war suits.
Yeah.
So I quite like that they've kind of gone with it as an in-universe thing as well. Also, all the stuff in there about, another potential reward for service or whatever is an extra ration of amble meat. Remember when opening a can of amble, remember to keep your bayonet handy because some residual signs of life may remain.
Yeah.
Always open at arm's length. And of course, it looks absolutely vile on the picture. Like, even though the thing is called the Jolly Amble or whatever, and there's a picture of a smiling alien creature, the actual stuff inside looks rank.
Yeah.
But I do like the cute cartoon Amble on the cover. And I think Jolly Amble is also a riff on the fact the model was referred to as the dreaded Amble. So, yeah, like, you can enjoy the kind of the 40k Imperium stuff, of course, like, have fun with it, that's what it's there for, but just don't think that, like, yeah, this is how we should live.
Yeah.
But, like, survival is measured in hours. The GW's condemnation of hate even pointed out that, like, in the Imperium on the front lines, average survival times are measured in hours. And in Hive Cities, it just looks like an unending, like, grim existence.
Yeah.
It isn't supposed to be something you want. But I think the basic problem is when people encounter a setting like that, they imagine that they wouldn't be in those scenarios.
Yeah.
Like, if I were in that setting, I'd be the Emperor, or whatever. But maybe I'm just built different. It's that kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've been washed underground, by the way, in the pursuit of coal, so...
I see. This is a constant danger that coal miners suffer.
True, actually. Life now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, these people imagine they're gonna be space marines or something, but, like, to actually become a space marine, you have to be, like, Olympic grade pure awesome.
Yeah.
And then you've got, like, a 10% chance of surviving the procedure.
Yeah.
But
Is
then
it a
you...
size 10%?
But then you said, the whole built different thing, and it's like, okay, but these people absolutely believe that they're Olympic grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they've never had the chance to prove it because of, other circumstances.
Mm.
Like, people don't let them, prove they're made of awesome. But they, are made of awesome, and therefore would do the Space Marine stuff no problem.
Yeah. I mean, of course, a space marine life is absolutely miserable.
Oh, yeah, I mean... Like, it's horrible, right?
Yeah. Although they do get 4 hours of sleep, which is something I could go for most nights.
True. They don't dream, which I always think would be a shame.
Yeah.
But it depends how tormented you are. But no, well, most Space Marines don't dream. Some do.
Hmm.
Blood Angels' successors dream, because their dreams are actually the memories of Sanguinius.
Yeah.
They relive in their dreams.
Getting late, by the way.
I thought we were going to go to 11.
Illumus of Fail says ZZZ. Neuralon says ZZZ.
There's so much coal in these mountains, and I don't really understand it. Like, where were the trees that generated all this coal?
Well, I mean, the mountains have probably risen since then.
Ah, of course. That makes sense.
Hmm.
rise from your graves. That kind of stuff.
Yes. That is definitely the sense in which I meant that.
Cool. Glad we understood each other. It's really beautiful up here. It's almost a shame that we live on the plain, even though it does
Yeah.
make building really easy.
Before I grumble about heights, I like mountains. Mountains don't really count as heights unless you stood next to a cliff.
That's fair. I want to see mountains again, Gandalf. I turned to my mum and dad the other day about Tolkien in interviews. I can't remember what we were talking about exactly, what prompted it. But someone had commented, I think it was online, I saw it, and then I listened to it and I'm like, it's so true, that Tolkien had a habit of just completely dismissing whatever the interviewer asked him. So, because bearing in mind we're talking back in like the 60s, like being interviewed by the BBC, so of course the person who's doing like the literature interviews is going to have, you know, certain views of their own position, etc. So they go, now, in your work, in The Lord of the Rings, there seems to be a rather large emphasis on tradition and the traditional way of doing things, the pre-industrial world, if you will. Now, would you say that you have a hatred of modernity? Is that indeed too strong a word, or would you say perhaps a disdain or distaste for modernity? Would that be fair to say, Professor? Puffs on his pipe. No, not especially. No, it's pleasing can be to be excessive, of course, but well, there's no point really complaining about it now, is there? And they're like, well, yes, I see. Food plays an important part in your books. You know, meals accompany many important events. Is food a significant part of your life? No, I've never really been much of a trencherman. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's like, I know, like, it can be awkward people doing interviews, but I love that they're just not quite, like, they're attributing significance to things that he didn't.
Yeah.
So every time it's just like, oh, no, not really. Also, I hate that style of interview, by the way. Well, the interviewer takes ages to ask the question because they're kind of rambling on that. But yeah, it's not about you.
Yeah. Lava lake.
Well, up amongst the clouds. Where are we? Where am I? I'm not on any maps.
You'll find you're mistaken.
You have a map on which you are on, but I do not.
Yes. I'm on my way to deliver one to you.
Oh, nice. But how do you know where I am when I'm not on any maps?
Well, I can see a marker indicating your latitude, longitude.
Longitude's east-west, latitude's north-south.
Yeah. The map directly above you indicates your longitude, so I have merely to walk up and down the planet until I encounter you.
Fair.
Furthermore, I know you're up in the mountains.
Goats!
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 A flock of goats! Nah, it's bleating.
Oh, hello there, Spidey. Excuse me, it's daylight. If you would. No? Not fine. I tried.
Whoa, what is this? Because we're going where we've not been before, the updates are taking effect. Reality itself has changed.
Yeah, I think that's why we've been seeing so many bees.
Yeah. If we can locate it, before I mine this resource, I wanted to show you in its raw state amongst the goats. So I'll not venture too far from where I am. You see, the missile knows where it is not. By subtracting where it's not from where it is, it knows where it's going to be. Also cool. And we seem to be. We're on the same longitude now.
Yeah. Just looking for whether you're.
Oh wait, somebody's appeared on the map.
Ah, yeah, that's me. I was moving up to look for you, so you must be south of here.
Yes, that makes sense. I was also in a hole looking for coal, so that would perhaps have hidden me. Ah, I've fallen down said hole. This is a very beautiful part of the world. Perhaps never again will I rest upon the plane. I have to know where the next tunnels are going. Ooh, cool. Oh no, falling down at all. Oops. Man. I like goats, even if they do have devil eyes. Wait, I sent you a key.
But... ah! Brother!
Goats!
Hold on.
Ah! Feels disproportionate.
I don't know, because I was running over here to hug you, overjoyed to have found you once again, and you throw a snowball in my face. So I feel
It's
that's
a celebration of my people.
Whoa! You see that thing jump?
I've been watching them, they're remarkable.
Can I put a saddle on one?
What is this? The Hobbit? The Battle of Five Armies TM? Oh, that goat just attacked something!
Yeah?
It just yeeted a pig, Miles!
Oh.
We should perhaps be careful.
Yeeted that pig onto that floating island, where it now
so,
shall remain
yeah.
for all time. Goat, come here. No?
Pig's following you.
Hmm.
What do goats eat? People, right?
I was under the understanding that goats ate anything.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I know.
A map?
Yeah, go. Paper.
Ah, goats do love eating paper.
Yeah, except this one apparently.
Huh.
Hmm. Well, unless it wants baked potatoes, which seems unlikely. I don't have anything with which to tame this fellow.
I saw some coal and wandered up. I'll try and refine and thus lead you to the resource. Wait a minute. What's that?
Okay.
It's the mineral that I found.
Oh, there you are.
Also, that goat wasn't there before, right? On the floating island.
I don't believe so, but it can jump pretty far. Ah! The pig got its revenge!
I don't think that goat even flashed red.
No, I don't think it did.
I
Remarkable
remember
creatures.
many years ago, and I mean many, when we were first playing Dungeon World at Lady Meow's house on sporadic occasions.
Yeah.
Wait, that's west? I've been looking completely the wrong direction when I was looking for you. Oh, raid!
Raiders!
This
Raiders,
go
contact.
this way. Contact. and maybe sleep.
Yeah.
I may sleep at times of night or tempest alone. Yes, many moons ago. We're talking what, 2014 maybe?
Also.
Ah, a map. Some kind of chart. Hey, a map that we're on. Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Go! Oh, look at that go! So where was the... Boing. Where was the item? Let me look for it after I've mined this call. But yeah, we were playing Dungeon World for the first time, and I was banned by Angel from making some kind of religion devoted to the goat from the stars, or space goat, if you will.
Yeah. I remember that was your thing for a while, trying to get the space goat into every campaign.
Yeah! He saw it coming, though.
Gasp! I found some sort of resource and or mineral. I discovered it, me. My name shall go down in history.
Oh, this is a different place to the one I found.
Nope, oh, there you are.
Sorry, Cole. It's in my DNA. That's a lot. Should we take a sample?
Yeah?
By which I mean mine it extensively. Copper.
Copper.
Excellent.
More copper.
Mantis copper without the E, but yes, copper. Oh, there's more above us. Finally, we'll be able to build metal tools. Definitely we can combine it with tin.
Yeah. When are they gonna add tin to the game?
That'd be so cool though, if you could get copper and tin. Different, like wildly different places. Combine
Yeah.
them to make bronze.
Zinc next.
Or make brass.
Yeah.
Start adding all kinds of uranium, so you can split the atom in Minecraft.
Yeah. The endless pursuit of becoming 3D Dwarf Fortress.
Just keep adding more and more minerals.
I don't think they've yet added uranium to Dwarf Fortress, but
Only a matter of time.
yeah.
You get the achievement.
Although,
You know you get the achievement unlocked to the I am become death.
yeah. Although it would kind of be in tune with Toady One's style to include uranium in a format, like a medieval format, as in like they don't know that it's uranium.
Yeah. That's true. My inventory is
Like
basically
the,
full of coal.
Like Dwarf Fortress has aluminium and it has bauxite, but bauxite is not an ore of aluminium because dwarves haven't invented electrolysis.
Ah, I like that. Oh, I found the raiding party again, but they're miles away.
I wonder if there's a tower around here.
Could be. But where did I find that mineral? I kind of got
Mineral.
disorientated following goats and...
There's a lot of goats here. Ooh, mineral.
Hey. Did I ever link that in the memes page where I'm getting that minerals from?
I don't think so.
My hatred of geologists is purely theatrical. That one. Did I link that one?
No.
Oh, I'll have to find it. It's a bloke
What's that?
reading doing a reading of a post on Tumblr or something.
Hmm.
He's also done a reading of. Do you remember the tungsten cube fella?
Yeah, I did like a review of it on Amazon or something.
That's it, yeah, where it goes off at great
weight.
length about how like it makes sure it cured my mortality.
Yeah, the weight of the cube adds to the weight of
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, that's it. For so long as the universe will endure, this cube will endure. And about how once you've contemplated its density, everything else feels less heavy or less dense. Who could be sad in a world of clouds and pillows?
Hmm.
And I like it because it's nonsense, but feels sort of like a philosophical thing that might exist.
Yeah.
Hello, goat. Ah, there's somebody mined here already. They beat me to the mineral.
I shall be the first one to return to Chasm B and claim full credit for the discovery of the mineral.
Ah,
I shall do this by traveling south, thus simultaneously proving that the world is round, as well as taking the shortcut back home.
What if the world actually laid out like a Pac-Man level? It's not actually round, you just appear on the other side.
Yeah, toroidal.
I guess technically that would be it, wouldn't it?
Then, I mean,
Oh,
actually,
significant discovery.
yeah. I mean, actually, I would need the world to be toroidal, not round, in order for me to get back to Chasm B just by heading south.
Yeah, you'd actually go like southwest, wouldn't you? I guess,
Yeah.
and it would take you a long time. I found so
Oh.
much coal.
It's a lava flow pouring into a river over here.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
I'm heading down that way. I just keep getting distracted by all this coal.
Yeah. I'm just running free. I have no goals in mind, save to keep on running.
Just keep walking until one day you meet yourself.
Yeah.
We found goats and we found these minerals.
Doppelganger.
I was watching Doctor Who the other day. I guess he's not really spoiler because you know anything about it.
Yeah.
And like the Doctor obviously knows about weeping angels, but the Doctor's companions do not. Do you know about weeping angels? Is that a thing you ever saw in Doctor Who?
Yes. I saw both the original appearance and the terrible two-parter in which they reappeared.
Wasn't great, but those future Church of England warriors were pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like Ian Glenn as the bishop, which is like the equivalent of an officer in their future world,
Yeah.
and like they realize, the guy like gets trapped by one, which means he's gonna die the minute they look away. But he does it knowing that others can survive because they'll be momentarily distracted by killing him.
Yeah.
And the Doctor's like, "I'm so sorry. Are you ready?" And he just answers, "I am content." I was like, that's so cool though.
Yeah.
Calm acceptance of death. Probably because he's a Church of England bishop, I guess. Like, probably should be,
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously the Doctor's current companions do not know about weeping angels, and they're all like looking around trying to work out what's going on. We, the viewer, have seen that it's weeping angels,
Yeah.
and they're looking ahead, and because it's dark and they're like shining torches, and they're like, "What's that? Is that a scarecrow? Where did that come from?" And all I could think of was friggin' fiddlesticks. Although don't tell me easier at all. There's something in the field. And like not a million miles apart. But I mean, I know they function very differently, but terrifying. Do all kinds of weird stuff. Not entirely clear what they are.
I mean, he's a demon, right?
Oh boy, I have started a party over here.
Oh, what have you done?
Tend a corner and there's just like a raiding party.
Ah. On my way. Have they engaged?
They were chasing me, but I ran around the mountain.
Oh, I just ran around the mountain, it's fine.
Oh no, I've met on the other side. The mountain was round. Gone. There's so much coal here, but I don't have the space for it.
I'm heading...
Alas.
Wait, what?
I escaped.
What is... Oh!
I'm coming to you.
Yeah, you... You want to
Can
get
you
over
safely
here?
sleep lest I die out here?
Yeah. I fell into my bed, but...
Well, you know, when you're tired, you just kind of do, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Grainstone. I have no space for you. I'm gonna deploy it, because like, wait, not one night, you know? Ooh, grey horses. They look very pretty.
Yeah. Those are very nice. Yeah, I just found, you know, a point of interest.
I am on my way. Ow. There's a really cool description in one of the Horus Heresy books where 50 years before the heresy, the word bearers, who were at that point the only devout legion, you know, the Emperor's like, stop worshipping me as a god, and they're like, only a god would say they're not a god. And they find out that one of the planets they've pacified is under attack, and the description of them absolutely belting through the warp, like with everything they can get to try and get there to rescue them. And like, you know, even losing ships in the process because they're like taking risks to try and get there. And it's a really cool description of them prioritizing, you know, speed over absolutely everything. That's what I'm doing now. I keep hitting, you know, getting hurt and falling off stuff. Ow.
I mean, it's probably not going away, but it's just... It's something you'll want to see.
Okay. Is it coal?
Well, I say something you'll want to see. It's something you should see.
This sounds like one of the things
Maybe.
we've been taken over by some kind of spirit, and you're luring me in to kill me.
So maybe want to see is a bit strong. Maybe you'll greet this with a sense of terrible foreboding.
Is it our own deaths?
I mean, it may well be.
Here as well.
Yep. A fire charge.
Hey. Ah. Ooh.
Lots of Frostwalker.
I don't know what that is.
No. Iron nuggets. That's very unusual. There is no iron in the Nether.
Oh yeah, that's true. Put those back where I found them. You know what we must do on a later occasion?
Yep.
Bring some up. I mean, there's not enough here, is there?
I mean, no, not really.
Because we can take out the bottom two corners.
Yeah.
That gives us two more, which... We need 3 to repair it, don't we?
Yeah.
If we chop out the top right corner, take out the two, you know, take out those 2 other crying obsidians, so we need 2 to replace that, and then 1 to make up this square here.
Yeah.
We can only get 2 others.
Yeah, too much of this is corrupted. Crafting table, if you would not mind.
Absolutely. Also, you've got some copper in your inventory, haven't you?
Yeah, you wanna wanting to merge it.
Dance.
Oh. Oh,
Oh.
sorry. Yeah, I took it over here.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Thank you. You
Yeah,
got a
I've got
lot of it,
space.
didn't you? I'd only got a small amount.
Ah.
These? Oh yeah, they absolutely do still burn you. Science. Let's have a look-see. These are obviously steps designed to take you up into the structure. Slabs around. Bang. The gold on top and the stone bricks around it makes it look like that was the apex.
Yeah.
You know, it was marked ceremonially. And of course the top level is and was the maximum apex. When it was placed, no more could be built. Now, did the netherrack spread out from it, or was it brought from there and used to kind of be part of some structure that's no longer present? But the stone bricks are local, aren't they? That's
Yeah.
our world stone. Perhaps dug out from this very site. Fascinating. Thank you. Gold's Gate, nice.
Yeah, I wonder if at one point would there have been another gold block on the other bit and then perhaps down on either side? I wonder if the stone would have flowed all the way down. It's fascinating to imagine what this may have looked like in life.
Yeah. Who were its creators and how did they, how did they originally build it? What did they imagine it to be for? And what corrupted it? What is crying obsidian?
Yeah. I mean, the stone bricks kind of suggest that maybe this one was built from this side.
Mm. Yeah, I think that we have to conclude that, yeah. Because they're a part of the structure.
Which is different to the other ones we've encountered. And the fact that they had iron nuggets as well, I mean, unless these were things that they gathered to take with them.
Ah, that makes sense. Did someone take off their armor and stow it there before they did whatever they did?
Yeah.
Fascinating. Oh, I guess at some point we'll have to come back here
Yep.
and reactivate it.
See if it appears in any of the nether maps.
If we were to be clever enough about it, we could mark out where these portals are and then fashion in the nether a series of connections between them. Bridges, tunnels, railway even. And use the fact that distance works differently there to travel more quickly in our world.
Yeah. It's certainly a thing that a overly reckless individual might contrive.
Kind of like traveling through hell, essentially.
Yeah. Like building a network of teleporters and being unaware that the creatures going through them are briefly occupying hell, and that demons are making a note of this occurrence and doing their best to study the means by which one enters and leaves their reality.
Exactly. Can't imagine that having any negative consequences whatsoever. Horses and donkeys? think if we go back a few years, discovering horses or donkeys would have been a huge deal, a huge event
Yeah.
with enormous significance for us. But now they are almost commonplace.
Whoop.
You okay?
Yep. I've got eyes on a tower.
Right. I see it. Perhaps that's the source of those 2 war bands we've seen.
Yeah. I see sentries. Oh, do I? I mean, they're not moving. They kind of look like scarecrows. Could they be armor stands wearing illager armor?
Oh.
Oh, nope, that one turned round. I don't know if he's seen me. Okay, yeah, he's seen me. Oh, go loud.
Let's go! Wow, that dude's fast. Oh, pig. I thought I'd make a distraction. Turns out there's tons of them.
I'm
They're
heading
swarming
your
on me
way.
like bees.
Are these wearing a slightly different uniform to the ones we're familiar with?
Possibly. Oh, pig.
It's hard to tell when they're spending so much time on fire, but...
Okay, I'm withdrawing a little bit into the woods. It's dark.
yeah.
I'm being attacked by illagers with enchanted
There
crossbows.
you are. I've got a captain on my tail.
Hey.
Hi. It's, oh, here comes the captain. Well, I'm cursed.
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah.
This diamond armor is worth its weight in gold. I tell you.
It is. I took like no damage in that.
I took a heart and a half,
Yeah.
and I was like actively just like trading shots with like 4 of them.
Where are you? Oh, you're up in the tree. That makes sense. Safe place to spend the night.
So I was
I
thinking.
could. I guess I could do the crafting table again. I don't know if maybe I should just hold on to it rather than keep pestering you.
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Thank you.
See, they've redeployed back out of the tower again.
Yeah.
Get out this side. I saw something interesting about the structure, and I didn't get a chance to explore it because they were attacking me and shooting me with bows. But a witch! There's a witch!
Oh.
I don't know where, but I heard her. Be trying to make a copper bucket, by the way, to get some milk. Oh wait, I've been
That's
seeing.
not a bad idea. Can Swan do such a thing?
I
I'm not
actually
sure
don't know.
I'm not sure if copper needs smelting or not. And oh no, buckets can only be made of iron.
Ah. What an interesting structure. There's a crafting table here in the tower.
Yeah.
Could have come and used that one instead. Nope, I've been flanked. Yeah, I think their armor is different.
It's got like a teal tone to it, right?
Yeah. Fancy covering me while I storm the tower to see if they go out good. Oh, there's a
Just a
caged
moment.
golem here too. Ah, missed. The red banner outside. I wonder what that means.
Oh. Oh, this one's got like bandoliers on him. Now
Fascinating.
I can see up close.
Hi.
Whoop, hi. You climbed up and jumped down?
Yeah.
Ooh, dark up here.
This is why I came here.
Dark oak log.
Oh, pig! My rescue
Oh.
attempt has turned awry.
Uh-oh.
Have some of this!
Where are you?
By the caged golem.
Glad we don't have a lead with which we could take him to a village.
Yeah. I guess he's safe
Like-
for now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If we set him free, he's just gonna bumble around here fighting illagers until eventually they get him.
True.
We'll have to return
Captain.
someday. Let me.
Are you still cursed?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you. There you go.
Okay. Well, I marked it on the map.
Nice. Let's head back to Chasmby. I'm sure there's no reason why
Oh,
we
yeah.
shouldn't, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen any. Oh.
Ooh, a village! Oh no, 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 fall back!
Yeah.
Did you do that completely unthinkingly? Like, oh, a village, let's go in.
Yeah.
Let me see what there is to find.
See if they've got any iron.
That's
Which
what I'm
to me-
thinking. I'm gonna go in
Yeah.
going, any old iron, any old iron, any old iron.
I mean, I've got the cows if you've got the iron.
That sounds like a weird. I mean, there's a forge here.
Hmm.
Like a weird. I mean, to be fair, I have got a bucket on me. It's like we could solve it quite easily. Hey, kid. Hey,
Oh,
kidder.
Yeah, you could just bring that bucket over, I guess. Any old scrap iron.
So,
Remember,
when are we
the
triggering the raid?
To teach them a lesson.
Exactly. Like, we bring, marvelous technologies, also war. Let me do that, I'm gonna do this. I have an empty bucket. Have you not got a bucket yourself, by the way?
I don't know.
I always take a bucket of water wherever I go.
See, I
in
like
case
to
we get
travel.
set on fire.
Yeah, I like to travel light myself. That's good stuff. Mmm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's go check out this village. Put a flag down.
Nice.
Oh wow, more of it's popping into view. This is quite large.
Oh, it is. Yeah, that's a lot of houses, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oops, spilled my drink. Wait a minute, this isn't a village. The village of village. This is an village of village.
I mean, that would be fascinating if it actually was such a thing.
Yeah.
Hello.
That would really... They're not an industrious people, are they?
No.
Wait, here's a man in a hat.
Ooh. Child.
He buys wheat and beetroot, this fella. He's the first person I've seen with a job. Perhaps he's a kind of village headman. Oh wait, there's another one with a job over here. And another farmer. Is that a mason? A lot of villagers. He buys taters and wheat. And a librarian. And a mason. A scrivener, sorry. Wow, what a scrivener in the wild.
Mm. Ah. Wow, look at this huge pile of hay out right here in the middle of the village. You ever...
Yes.
Did the delivery truck turn over, or what the heck happened here?
It's a lot of wheat.
Yeah. Hey, kitty.
Perhaps it holds some significance.
Hey, kitty cat. Hey. Well.
Imagine if it just waltzed in without thinking about the curse.
Yeah. Oh man. I would not have felt good about myself.
We just bring them death.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got green sparkles.
Ah.
Oh, I became a farmer, I think that's what I'm there.
Wow.
There's now more farmers than there were when we first arrived.
Hmm. A mere
Oh, they're
presence
taking a
inspires
work when
them.
we arrived.
A mere presence inspires them to industry.
Exactly.
Oh, this must be the librarian's house. Got a nice balcony up here.
Nice, isn't it?
Hmm. The ways here are so strange. I don't see a single chasm.
No, that's true.
Hmm.
The village is built in a broad L shape. Just
Yeah.
no, there's fields beyond. There's quite a significant amount of crops here.
Say, I wonder, because there's not really a river here, which we've established is also a deity in that pantheon. Even if the chasm is the highest deity to our folk, what do these people worship? The fields?
Could be.
The flowers? I mean, they've got... Look at these flowers here. There's tons of them. And there's that big pile of wheat. Maybe it's like... Maybe they worship growth?
That would make sense.
Hmm.
Kind of a different kind of nature spirit, almost.
Yeah.
That would make sense. You know, got the chasm, the river, like you say, like the plants, almost the natural world, bro.
Hmm.
Close. But this is bigger than Chasmby was when we moved in.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, it's not bigger than Chasmby now, of course. They have many possessions? I've not really seen much.
Mostly just food that I've seen.
Yeah. Me too. Usually they have at least some valuable goods.
Perhaps somebody's already been here.
I mean, they're not far from a tower.
Yeah.
Hope our arrival doesn't destroy their social structure. Another remarkable discovery. I thought this is what I found you doing.
Yeah, thinking on a name.
Horses, I wondered what I could see in the distance. Feared it was a war party. Oh, there's a river here.
Oh.
The back end of the village. The road. There's a road leading to it. And a chasm.
Okay. So they're not complete heathens.
Interesting how to find these similarities so far from home. Chasm here which contains both coal and minerals.
Oh.
And zombies. Not a bat. Oops, I fell in. That's very careless of me.
Let's
So
see,
much coal.
Oh,
If you could
heads
dig
up.
me a way out, that'd be pretty sweet.
Nah, I'm coming down. That's too many zombies. I think there might be a spawner down here.
Oh, I'll get this coal.
Where are my torches? Why do I have an egg?
You get the minerals.
I'm just gonna Wait, what's this?
Ooh. What is
Thing is-
that?
Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, there's more of it over here.
Oh, pig. Pose.
Oh, creeper.
Ow. Oh, there is more minerals or something.
Hmm.
My inventory's now full, BT dubs. But
Okay.
I've got stuff I could throw.
I'm just gonna play a few.
Oh, that's a creeper. I'm
Just
bringing
gonna
a
drop
creeper
some
back.
torches before I start doing any mining. Let's say I was concerned that there was a spawner here due to the number of zombies. Okay, this is a dead end. I don't think there was a spawner, in fact. Still, safety first.
Well, exactly. You got to establish a safe perimeter.
Okay, so let's see if we can... Oh, this is... Wait.
Surely it can't be.
Hmm?
Wait, what is this? I've picked up some glowing ginksecks.
Oh. I mean, rip, I guess.
Oh! I heard. minerals on the surface,
Okay.
and there's more coal.
Yeah.
More minerals.
Okay, so
Yeah,
this one's on. I think this might be some sort of moss.
Oh,
Well, come on, have a look at this one over here.
yeah, I'm on my way.
See this one here?
Yeah,
It's on the bottom, but not on the sides.
yeah. It does seem to be growing on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it's a single piece. That there, that's on the side and the underside. It's a single piece. It's not two separate things.
Yeah.
Could just take a
So-
sample if we can.
Yeah. Yeah. No, just drop
No.
cobblestone.
Let's try it. Never try sampling this. Nothing? Or did you get it?
No. My inventory's full, so you'd see it if it had dropped.
Yeah. So whatever it
I
is,
guess-
we need another tool to extract it.
Yeah. Shears, a hoe, or something with silk touch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it appears to be some sort of moss, I guess.
Yeah. That'd be my guess too. Certainly some kind of natural thing.
Hmm. Must be something that is that's newly occurred, and therefore doesn't
Really never-
appear in any mine in proximity to where we live.
Yeah. Nothing we've encountered before.
Yeah, whatever it is, it only grows in places where copper is found. I think we can determine.
Yeah. I threw some cobblestone away. I know that's blasphemy, but we've got like 4 double chests of it at home, and I thought we might need the inventory space. You've only ever found it in association with copper, so
Yeah.
more over here too. Can be harvested with pickaxes or axes.
Yeah.
We've also established. Found only in caves, I suppose.
Yeah. Certainly seems that way.
Well, back at the surface, I'm gonna. Oh yes. That was easy enough to do.
Yeah. I will follow you up. Or down, as the case may be.
Oh, there's a load of copper here as well as coal.
Hmm.
And iron. Ah. Fascinating discoveries.
Yeah.
Tonsfield. Fascinating place.
Yeah. I can't wait until you've set us up with a railroad here. So
There. There. There.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that's not my bad.
Thank you.
Can't wait until you set us up with a railroad here so that we can explore it properly.
It'll be a long railway to bring here.
Yeah.
If I relax the requirement on the ability to use horses as well as rails, it would be done much quicker. Whether that's something we want to do is another matter.
I mean, I can assist with the digging.
It's true. Well, I guess we are on open plains, so it would be advantageous to be able to bring a horse down here
Yeah.
and just cover all. I would suspect that the plains span up, up towards Goldgate and then west along the.
Yeah.
Because there are plains in the very northwest, I think.
Mhm.
I suspect this is all plains, but it's hard to know. What a discovery. But also, I see the time.
Yeah, it got late. Ah, man, actually, which direction am I facing? I can't really see. But if you come and stand where I am and look downriver, it might just be a trick of the light because, we don't have the greatest of distance vision. But does the wood like change shade over there?
It kind of looks like it. It's not so
I
far
might
away.
just.
That's what I think. Turns another way. Comes forest. Hey, you've got a boat.
Yeah. Did you not
That's a
bring a
great-
boat
I didn't bring a boat.
for an exploration?
I
Strange
realise
choice.
now that you've done it that would have been a great idea. I think we can get two of us in one. Save on adventure space too.
I actually brought your boat with me, but I threw it away because I ran out of space, and I didn't think we were going to be using them.
Thank you though. But still, you got it.
Did you want to? Oh, are you good?
All right, let's do it. Let's pile in. Thank you. Ooh.
Oh.
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 We're going quite a way, aren't
Yeah. Big size river.
we? Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
there we go.
Ah.
Ah.
There's a lot to see in this new land that is not actually that far from where we've lived for years, but have never gone.
Yeah.
Big. Fascinating.
Yeah, when I saw the different looking water on the horizon, I wasn't sure if there was going to be another inland sea.
Yeah. It did kind of look like it was widening out as well, didn't it?
Yeah.
That would have been fascinating if that's what we'd found.
Bees.
Bees. Always a good omen.
Oh. The river splits here. We must part ways.
Left. Always left. Dang it. I misstruck. Just as I was pressing enter, I realised. Ooh.
Here's the end of this one.
Ah. Essentially, I can imagine us doing here what I did with Tyson's Marker, which was it was the height, like the end point almost of an exploration once, and we had to leave a load of stuff there. So eventually, I dug a railway tunnel to it to connect it, so we could get all this stuff back.
I can see that happening because we've both got very clogged inventories, and there is
Yeah.
a village here where we could store some stuff.
That's true. Wait a minute, can you still combine coal into blocks? Because I could save a lot of inventory space that way.
As far as I know,
This
Can
one
you-
for next time.
this one's quite a short one.
I can turn these like 10 stacks of coal into blocks. We certainly could stash that. Like I've got like, gunpowder and string. No, we don't need that on us, do we? And some carrots.
Yeah. I mean, I
Some
could
ink
maybe
sacks and some glowing sacks.
use the carrots for food.
Well, yeah, there's that. There you go, and shy.
I still got most of my taters left, but I've eaten all of the other stuff that I brought with me.
I've got a stack of roast taters still.
Cool. Okay, let's get back into the boundaries of the village, and I think we'll call it a night there.
That's good to me.
Back into Tunsfield.
Very nice.
Yeah. Nice. Exciting stuff.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Next
Very
time we
good.
can stash some stuff here and then continue exploring.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Thank you, Loomis, as always.
Yeah, thank you for joining me.
No problem.
Yeah. It's been good. I enjoyed that.
Me too. A lot of fun.
Alright. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks, everybody who's been chatting. Appreciated the company.
Yeah.
Minecraft farms. And yeah, I hope I'll see everybody next time. It's been good. Until next time, everyone.
Namarie.